In this video, I want to show you how you can use the basic 3D modeling tools here in Sketchup to create, for example, a chair and with some smooth surfaces. And so we are going to see that in the second part of the video. Now, firstly, you can see here that my 3D model looks pretty clean and without extra lines. And this is also another thing that you should consider if you want then to have a nice 3D model, and we will start with this. So let's get started. So I will go back to the previous lesson where we created all the walls and also the openings like doors and windows, and we created this little table with using the modeling tools already. So let's start to clean a little bit. Now, first of all, you must be careful on which lines you delete. For example, these ones here, you can delete them. So you can select everything by holding Control, and when you're ready, you can just press the delete key and get rid of those. Also, these ones at the top, you can select them and remove it. These are a little bit smaller, so they're gonna be a little bit more difficult to delete. Now, another way you can delete them really quick is to click and drag with your left mouse, but be careful not to get too many things inside the selection. So you need to do smaller selections. Now, you can also do this, but look what happens here if I delete those. Okay, too much. So just be careful there where you delete. You don't want to take too many things. Delete, there you go. So you cannot always do that, but sometimes you can do that and it's gonna be faster. Now be careful not to select the surfaces, but only the lines. Now in terms of rendering, when you're gonna render this into another application, well, these lines don't matter. You can leave them and they will not be rendered because these are 2D lines. So you will see the project nice and clean. But this is for SketchUp purposes. So if you want to stay in SketchUp and then use different types of visualization like the styles, then this is gonna look better in my opinion. But it's always a choice. You can also display all the lines that you've used. Okay, sometimes here you can do this, and be careful not to delete inside, because if you delete accidentally, for example, a line inside like that, you need to recreate that. Otherwise, it's gonna leave a hole. There you go. And also, I want to show you the eraser tool, which is pretty handy because you can quickly erase lines like this. And so you're gonna have to spend some time here to delete all the lines. Depends how many openings you created. Okay, and you must continue like this. Now I just want to show you real quick how I can import this into Lumion and show you how it will look like. So I will say here import, and you can import in the FBX if you want format. Okay, well, let's say I think I've already imported this, so this is why it's giving me this message, but let's change the name and say okay. And this will not take long because this is a really simple scene here, and also I want to place it not inside the grass but a little bit above. And there you go. So this is the model, and you can see it doesn't have any issue with the lines. You can only see the 3D model, and well, it doesn't have materials or anything, but this is just to show you how it will look like when you bring it in. So it doesn't matter the lines that you leave or the edges. It's just gonna bring in the actual mesh or the actual model. So don't worry about that. If you don't need to stay in SketchUp and you want to move to another software, rendering software, you don't need to delete all the lines. Okay, let's go back in SketchUp now. And so we have the eraser that you can use to delete things and lines, but you also can use this for other purposes. So let me show you, for example, here, if I create a simple polygon and I will use the arrows to increase the, well, control plus to increase the size a little bit, and then, well, I want to make it a little bit bigger, and then want to extrude it like this. So you can see here that these are all edges. So if I select the eraser and click on this, it's gonna erase that edge and it's gonna leave a hole. But if I click Control, it's gonna not delete that edge, but it's gonna smooth it out. So it's gonna be smooth. You can tell by the shadows that we are generating. There you go. So this is a smooth effect that you can control. You can decide which edges will stay visible and straight, and which one will define the smoothness of part of the object. Okay, and this is really useful when you want to create something, well, soft and not hard, like the architecture here. Okay, and you can also click Alt, and this is going to show you the edges that you have smoothed out. So you can click and bring them back again, like that. Okay, this is just to finish with the eraser command here, or the eraser tool. Now, before we move on, I want to show you one last panel that you may need sometimes, which is the preferences. Now, together with the model info, where you can set the general settings here for the units, or for example the interval, which is pretty useful here, you can use the preferences to change some of the basic settings of the software. So for example, one important setting that you can use is the shortcut, because when you start to do things in repetition, so you do that a lot of time, when you understand that, for example, you use, I don't know, the push and pull. So let's search here for push and pull. There you go. So you can assign a shortcut. Now you can see we have already a shortcut assigned. So you can also check from here if there is a shortcut assigned to a particular command. And if it's one particular command doesn't have it, you can assign it right away. So for example, here I can say, okay, I want to use the Q because it's, well, I don't know, near to my finger, or I can press A, okay, and I say plus. But you see here that usually it's gonna tell you that it's already assigned. In this case, it's assigned to the arc 2-point arc. So you can reassign this if you want, or leave it as it is. If I reassign it, there you go, I have two shortcut keys for the push and pull. Now, if I don't like